matched up with the dinosaurs. Iverson Molinar lays it in. 1 of 12 and allowed the Bucks to tie this game at 18. David Duke Jr. has been good so far.
Bucks trade for Mavericks Jaden Hardy in bold proposal. Youth. It's a wonderful thing. It's also fleeting. NBA teams understand the value of youth as well. Sometimes, a veteran team may look to get a little bit younger. Sure, veterans tend to win more. They use their NBA experience and know-how. Still, young players can add a valuable dynamic to a team. They can have better endurance and they tend to be more athletic. Even the best teams in the NBA are well advised to keep a couple of youngsters around. The Milwaukee Bucks are a little light on youth. This team could use some younger legs to get out in transition. After all, Giannis Antetokounmpo is among the best defensive playmakers in the NBA. Could they acquire Jaden Hardy from the Dallas Mavericks? The trade proposal experience is a wonderful thing too. Meanwhile, it's built to last. The young get older. By contrast, the experienced only get more experienced. Anyway, enough philosophy, we're talking about NBA basketball here. It's true that contending teams should keep some young players around. Still, they should only rely on them to a certain extent. Just take the Golden State Warriors. They've been in a bit of a dilemma in recent years. This contending team has blue-chip, young talent on their roster. They don't have room to develop it. Now, they may have to seek a trade for Jonathan Kuminga soon. Could the Mavericks suffer the same fate? This team would like to be in the mix for the NBA title. Meanwhile, they've got young players like Hardy, Josh Green, Derek Lively III, and Olivier Maxence prosper throughout the roster. Should they trade Hardy for the more experienced Beasley? Why the Dallas Mavericks do the deal? Some Mavericks fans won't be happy with this deal. Of all of the young players we've just named, Hardy likely has the highest upside. Why would the Mavericks move him? Well, ask yourself this, will Dallas be able to explore Hardy's upside? He looks like a shot creator. The Mavericks are good in that regard. Luka Doncic is one of the best playmakers in the NBA, and Kyrie Irving can create his own shot against anybody. How will Hardy ever fit into the pecking order? In all likelihood, he won't. By contrast, Beasley is more of an off-ball threat who will complement this team's stars. Meanwhile, the Mavericks could use more draft capital. Adding swap rights to a distant first-rounder has value for them as well. Should the Bucks give up those swap rights?
Lays it in for the Nets. It's their largest lead as they started the second half on a 12-zip run. It wouldn't have been my answer, but it was the best one. What kind of ride would you buy?
It would have started with an L or F. It's the Lambo or Ferrari, 1 and 2. It's going to be, or both.
Nets have started the third quarter on a blistering pace. A 19-2 run for Brooklyn out of halftime. Beauchamp still scoreless. Cook with the offensive rebound.
When we were talking with Cam